The first thing you did wrong was you used the wrong recipe.
Okay, so this is 3/4 of a cup of margarine or butter, and something that is not in the recipe is that you cream that first with the eggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. She checks it when she smells it. She measures things with teacups. I've adopted this concept, which comes from you and from my mom, of always making sure that you have something like on the weekends specifically, because people just kind of drop in. You ready?
Let's sample.
Don't be too hard on me now. Also, don't lie. If it's not as good as yours, you can tell me. Welcome to afternoon tea at Pantry Hill. Join us over a cup or two as we work together to create home.
Step by step, down the path we made.
I'm incredibly fortunate to come from a long line of hardworking women with big hearts and nurturing hands who believe that the health of the overall family unit can impact generations and who've remained dedicated to keeping our history alive through family and food. Some of these women, like my grandma, I've been lucky enough to know. Others, like her mother and grandmother, I've come to know through stories, traditions, and recipes. I recently sat down with my grandmother to record some of those stories. As far as family recipes go, one of the things I've learned is that oftentimes what's been written down isn't exactly accurate. Time can distort ingredients and techniques, so it's been so important to me to get into the kitchen with my grandmother, to learn firsthand what was taught to her, and to try to document that as best as I can, which is exactly what we did in the episode when my grandmother teaches me how to make her coffee cake. So I have my grandmother here, and she is going to walk me through her famous coffee cake, which is more likely than not on the table when you show up at her house for afternoon tea. I have tried for years to replicate this recipe, and for some reason, I think we've figured it out. I have never been able to accurately replicate it.
The first thing you did wrong was you used the wrong recipe.
So I had everything measured out. I was ready to go. And she was like, at 9:30 last night, she texted me and said, I hope you didn't get too far in it, honey, but that's not the right recipe. And then she texted me a bunch of random numbers that I deciphered. You brought the right recipe today.
I did.
But I have a feeling that she's going to tell me that this isn't even the right recipe. So...
no, the only thing different is the sour cream.
It's called sour cream coffee cake, though.
The sour cream and the vanilla.
See, this, okay, take note. This is why you need to invite your mother and your grandmother and your neighbors and your friends and whoever, like, originally gave you this awesome recipe to come actually into your kitchen and teach you how to make it, because, like, it's in your head. Okay, so let's dive into what we're doing here. We're gonna work on our dry ingredients first, move to our wet ingredients.
What I do is I take all the dry ingredients and I put them in a bowl, and then I use a slotted spoon to mix them.
Okay, so we just did our 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
All right, so I have on this recipe here.
You're talking dry ingredients all together.
So 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Mm-hmm. So I already have that pre-measured out for us here. So this is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Mm-hmm. And then 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, and those are our dry ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna make that nice and even. Okay, so this is 3/4 of a cup of margarine or butter, and something that is not in the recipe is that you cream that first with the eggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then we're gonna add 3 eggs. And so the amount of sugar that I'm adding to this...
1.5 cups.
Is 1.5 cups. Let's bring that over here.
You can also add your vanilla into that mix.
We're gonna add Pantry Hill vanilla. This is vanilla extract that I make at home.
1/2 teaspoon of almond extract.
Okay.
And you mix all that together till the margarine is fully incorporated in it. Then we're going to add the 3 cups of flour and the baking powder mix.
Okay, so we found out that one of the reasons that I think that my coffee cake wasn't turning out like hers was because when you don't have sour cream, which
I usually
happens
don't.
To be often, you've always been like this. You've always like kind of replaced ingredients with other ingredients.
Yeah.
You replace the sour cream with milk that you sour.
Right.
With vinegar. Mm-hmm. So this is 1.5 cups of milk with 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar added to it, and it will start to curdle. which is the point, right? You want it to curdle. Okay, so we're going to add that alternately with the dry ingredients to what I have over here in my mixer.
Right.
Okay.
I usually add my dry ingredients while the mixer is running, but you can do it any way you want to.
doesn't that just shoot it all over your kitchen?
Sometimes.
Do you really think adding the ingredients this way is necessary? Like slowly like this?
Well, I don't do it as slow as you're doing.
This is like when I sew with you, you do the same thing. You're always over my shoulder like, Darian, open the scissors all the way up. Like you're impatient with me. Everybody needs a critical grandma.
If you want to learn how to do it, you have to learn.
Gotta learn how to do it the right way. Ooh, this looks good. It's very smooth. Do you want to see it? Right?
Yep, I'd
that
mix
look
it
good?
for a little bit more.
Okay. Should I do it a little faster?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, am I turning this off?
Yes, you can turn it.
Okay.
Let me see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks better.
Oh, it's got a nice ribbon consistency
Yeah.
to it. All right.
Do you have a spatula?
Well, sort of. I have one of those rubber cake things.
Yeah,
Is that good?
yeah. I just don't waste any batter.
Oh, you're implying that I wasted batter from the, because
Yes.
I didn't scrape
Yeah,
this down. Well,
yeah.
you know what? I put it in the sink. As soon as it goes into the sink, it doesn't come out.
Oh, okay.
So we have a really good consistency here with our batter. This is going to go into a bundt pan. I sprayed this with cooking spray. And we are going to put half the batter
Right.
in here because the best part of coffee cake
Is
comes
the middle.
next, is the middle, which I found I'm also doing wrong. Okay, so I've added half of my batter to my bundt pan.
Now sprinkle your brown sugar in the middle.
Half a cup of brown sugar mixed with 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Yes.
Okay, so we have our
Yeah.
brown sugar spread out. We're gonna put the rest of our batter
Yes.
on top. Is there any special trick to this?
No, that sometimes can get messy. And that's in the pan. That looks great.
Okay, we're gonna spread that around. All right, how long is this going
Just
into the oven for? So it's going into
1
the oven
hour.
at 325
For 1 hour.
for 1 hour. Do you actually bake it for 1 hour?
Well, see, I bake it at 350, so I check it when I smell it.
She checks it when she smells it. She measures things with teacups. Okay, so you usually bake it at 350. You check it when you smell it, which is usually less than an hour.
Usually, yeah.
How do you know when it's done?
I put a toothpick in it like everybody does.
Well, how do you know when it's, how do you know?
If no batter comes on the toothpick, you know that it's done.
Okay, so it shouldn't show on the toothpick at all.
No.
All right, this is going in. It tastes awesome. It tastes like your coffee cake.
Now,
On the front, it says bake 325 for 1 hour. On the back, it says bake at 350 for 50 to 60 minutes. That's why this video is important. Okay. Okay.
all is not what it seems.
So you grew up in Saratoga Springs. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about growing up in town.
There were 6 of us. Luckily, we had the 2 bedrooms were good size. My parents had the smaller of the 2 bedrooms upstairs. My brother slept downstairs on a cot, and our 5 girls slept in the other big room. Our entertainment, let's say, was around food.
Yeah.
You know, you invited people over for coffee and coffee cake, or
Yeah. And was it ever a formal invitation, or was it just
No.
kind of like a drop-in?
it was a drop-in. That's one thing I miss now.
Yeah.
Everything is so much more formal.
A lot of people, you wouldn't even think about showing up to someone's
Yeah.
house without texting,
Texting or letting them know
that
you
you're
were
on your way, or even just to drop something off. It was just like people were out milling around.
My mother's house was always like that. And nobody came in the front door. Everybody walked in the back door because the kitchen was in the back. She never knew when she was having people over. So she did she baked a lot, but in those days we didn't do regular grocery shopping like you do today.
Yeah.
It was just the staples. So our treat for the day was her baking.
Whatever she had baked.
Biscuits or, yeah.
And then people would drop in and share it. I've adopted this concept, which comes from you and from my mom, of always making sure that you have something like on the weekends specifically, because people just kind of drop in.
Yeah.
And so I know that I've kept that open door policy, and people feel like they can just pop in and out all the time. And, you know, I love that. I love having that. And that's because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you are my biggest inspiration. Your grandmother was one of your biggest inspirations. And so she did not grow up in town. She grew up in the outskirts.
In Cambridge.
Yeah. So she was, what is that? Like, now it's like a 15, 20-minute drive.
It's basically 25 minutes, but it seemed like forever to get there. So on Sundays when we were going over there, you packed for the day. I can remember just every time we did go over there praying that my cousins would be there.
Yeah.
And my grandmother had 10 children, you know, and so out of the grandchildren, she had 33 grandchildren.
Can you imagine? What, there's 8, are there 8 of us? There's 8 of us for you.
Yeah.
You have 8. Can you
Yeah.
imagine 33?
No, I can't.
Did you ever feel like you were one of 33? How did she make you feel?
Never. I mean, you walked in and she always had, they were marshmallow peanuts, the orange ones.
Yeah, like the circus peanuts.
Yeah, always had them for the kids in her china closet. And that's the first thing she gave us, you know, when we went over. And when everybody showed up, she always cooked dinner. And it was always like at noon because my uncles were dairy farmers. Mm-hmm. And they had been up since 5 o'clock, milking cows and everything. So their big dinner was always...
in the afternoon.
Yeah, in the afternoon. She would have, by the time we got there, would have maybe a chicken roasting or whatever. And because everybody was coming in, she'd have to go out and get another chicken.
And we're not talking like the grocery store.
No, we're not going to talk in the grocery store.
So just like depending on how many people she showed up.
That's how many chickens.
So it was also an open door policy on Sundays. It wasn't like, please tell me if you're coming. I need to know how much food to make.
Never.
It was like, here comes another family. I've got to go get another chicken.
No, she had some of us kids running down to the root cellar to get the potatoes, and she would go out and kill a couple chickens, and the boys' cousins and my brother would take the feet of the chickens and chase us girls around.
That's crazy. I mean, that seems so crazy to me right now, but here's the thing. I think that we are, like, as a society, we've gotten so far removed from our food, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I even watch you in your kitchen, and you don't really buy chicken breasts. You buy, like, a full chicken, and then you butcher it up yourself into different, like... And that to me is like, well, why wouldn't you just, it's already done for you. You just have to open the package. But like, you grew up with your grandmother literally going outside and like killing the chicken right there to make for dinner that day.
And we used to get so excited because we'd have to help her go get eggs. Uh-huh. And it'd be a challenge who could get the most eggs from her.
So I actually asked my grandmother to bring the aerial photo of the farm that hangs over your mantle at your house. Mm-hmm. We put it here. I have to give it back, I think.
Yes,
but
you do.
She says I have to give it back. But it looks really good here. So this is your grandmother's farm. Mm-hmm. Tell me about how she ended up here. Tell me what is so special about her story. Her name was Hannah, by the way. Oh my gosh,
yes. She came over from Sweden with 2 small kids and pregnant.
Her husband was here.
Her husband was here.
So she came by herself.
Came by herself on a ship. Didn't speak any English, and they were sponsored by another Swedish family.
So this would have been in what, the 1920s?
Oh my gosh, 1910s? I think they might have been in the 1919, somewhere in there. My mother was small.
Yeah, so Hannah went on to have 10
10 children. Yeah.
And so she basically cared for those 10 children largely on her own.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And not only that, is she, I know you said at some point, carried the financial burden for the whole family
Yeah.
with just the working farm.
Yeah.
So she raised the 10 kids, did not have a job outside
For
of
her whole life.
the farm.
Yeah.
And so financially she provided for the family.
How can you not say she wasn't successful?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. And then your mother moved into downtown Saratoga to be a nanny. Right?
When she was 18,
Yes.
she left and went in to be a nanny in Saratoga. That's where she met my dad.
And so her name is Bunny, and she met your dad, Gary. And Gary's family is the one who has been in Saratoga since like pre-Revolutionary
Yeah.
War. So she married into this kind of
Yeah.
longevity. She's the one with all of the baking, and then she is also the one, this is one of my recipe cards, who inspired our pie making workshops. So it's
Yeah.
her recipe for
For
the
the pie
pies.
crust.
Your
Oh my
mother's
goodness.
recipe.
Yeah, never measured anything.
Yeah.
Neither did my grandmother.
They didn't measure?
Never measured anything. My mother would say, I'd say, how do you do your baking soda biscuits, Mom? And which we use as scones, really.
Yeah.
And she would say, well, a pinch of this and maybe 2 cups. I'm not sure. 2 cups, maybe. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I know. So it's hard to kind of like translate some of those. And we have, and this has also been a huge inspiration behind Pantry Hill. It was one of the, reasons why I started writing and kind of telling the story is because our family history is in recipes. So we
Yeah.
have this collection of beautiful recipes that are all handwritten, that some of them are like over 100 years old and some in your mother's handwriting and some mostly in yours, probably trying to translate, some of those things. What do you consider to be your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement, of course, and most people will say this, are your children and your family, the grandchildren, great grandchildren.
And I think, from my perspective, from the outside, looking in, all of your children are here.
Yeah.
So like everybody has kind of moved away, found themselves back here. Like, I know that I'm here because of you, and that is just, I think that for me, looking from the outside, is like one of the greatest achievements like a mother can have, is to have, all of her children want to be
Come back home.
want to be here, want to be home, and it's not the place, it's what you created.
I always said to all of the kids that you can make a living anywhere. You don't have to move across country to make a living. And your living is for your livelihood. It's for paying the bills, your jobs, not your life.
But I think a lot of us have actually figured out, and I think that just maybe this is like technology and like the way of the world and how things are moving and people are working from home. A lot of us have figured out how to do exactly what we want to do, but from home.
Yeah,
which
from
is kind
home,
of
which is
nice.
so nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, that's what Eric and I were kind of able to do in order to get back here. But, I know a lot of people in our family made sacrifices to say, I'm going to walk away from this job. I'm going to walk away from this career.
They say you can do it all. You really can't do it all. There's not enough hours in a day to do everything that I want to do,
Yeah. So
even at my age.
I know. Well, you have always been quite the Renaissance woman.
One of your questions that you told me that you might ask is, what advice did I get from my mother? I never remember getting advice from my mother, but her way of living was her advice to me. She lived with love, and her life wasn't any easier than anybody else's. But I never remember her complaining, and same with my grandmother.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
never
there
felt
was-
that it was a burden.
Never felt that you were a burden.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to be a friend.
Yeah.
She was trying to be a model for her family,
You know what's so special specifically about our family is starting with your grandmother, and we talked about, you know, she had her hardships, she raised her children largely on her own. Generationally, creating that sense of peace, that sense of home, safety, comfort is something that can be passed down. That is a legacy to be carried on, because then you look at the health, you know, that has created for our family as a whole. And we're now, you know, 4 generations later, and we're still sitting here talking about, you know, that legacy that your grandmother created. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of home, you know. I know that's one of my biggest hopes for my own legacy. And I know that that's what I've taken away from what you've taught me.
Yep.
I love you.
I love you too.
Right. It looks good.
It looks beautiful.
Right? It looks really good. Sometimes I don't know if it's, I get nervous it's not going to come out of the pan.
I'm glad I stayed up till after 9 last night.
Do you ever dust it with powdered sugar?
I don't know.
You don't?
Because I don't think it needs it. You can if you want.
Okay, I don't think it needs it either.
Yeah.
It kind of stands on its own. Sometimes it does look pretty with a little dusting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to eat this on these plates with these forks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're
Tell me about them.
my grandma's plates.
And
her silverware that she got from her wedding.
And so she carried them along with her small children from Sweden to the United States. And so I have 6 of them, and you gave them to me for Christmas this year. So they live here now at Pantry Hill, and they're absolutely beautiful. And then these plates, same thing, right? Yeah. All right. Let's cut into this thing. Ooh, that looks good.
It looks like it's very hard to cut.
No, it's not that hard to cut. I'm just afraid of tipping over I'm afraid of tipping over the cake plate.
I'm going, oh my gosh.
Okay, let's have some tea.
So what kind of tea is it?
This is actually our tea here at Pantry Hill. This is our special Pantry Hill blend. You ready?
Let's sample.
Don't be too hard on me now. Also, don't lie. If it's not as good as yours, you can tell me.
Let me check.
Okay. It's really good.
Very good.
It's really good. I think we've cracked the code. It's a little bit of a confusing code, but we'll get it.
It means everything to me to be able to do anything with dairy and as a team.
I actually think I would add, personally, more brown sugar. I want like
I think I probably do use more brown sugar.
Yeah, now it comes out. The middle is so good. Perfect with a cup of tea.
Yep.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
To me, legacy means loving those you care about most well enough that love never dies. It's carried on. It's felt in the little things, the cooking and the caring, and over time, all of those little things add up to the big things, to a family that finds purpose in one another. It's a lineage I will be forever grateful for and proud of. Okay, so while we're here eating off of Hannah's plates with her silverware, what do you think about going out to Hannah's house and seeing if we can get a tour of the inside of it?
I don't know.
Would you give me a tour of it?
I couldn't do it.
We'll drive out.
Now?
No.
Oh. Jeez.
All right. Well, we're going to go check it out. And if I'm feeling brave enough, I'm going to knock on the front door.
Oh, then I'm not going.
Yes, you are. You have to go. What do you think is going to happen?
You don't know who lives there.
I know. That's the point. We're going to find out. Okay, so this crosses back over to
all the way through
Valley Summit.
Maybe that's
Should we have turned there?
Yeah, maybe.
So there is a little bit of an addition on the back,
so
which I
Grandma
think
was
is what
right
Grandma
about-
was talking about.
Grandma was right about
But the front of it looks exactly the same. Okay. I think I'm gonna knock.
No.
Should I go knock?
No.
I think you should go.
I don't think you.
Mom,
I
the
don't
next
think you
time that we
should.
come, like when is
We
the next
don't.
time we're gonna
They're
come out
home.
here though? And they're home. Like I know that they're
no
there.
idea who they are, and it's weird that you just go knock on a stranger's door.
I think we're already out here. We're out here. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm going.
should do it.
I'm going.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
pull over right here.
I can't believe it.
Okay, wait, give me your phone.
Make sure you have your phone.
Okay.
I can't believe she's doing this.
Open Open the door.
Thank you for joining us for Afternoon Tea. We hope you'll take some time to enjoy your home this week. If you'd like exclusive content from this episode, be sure to subscribe to my Substack.
Stay a while where it's warm.